I am so done. And when I say that, I don't mean I'm dooming and glooming about Destiny 2 or I'm done playing this game, pitchforks and angry shit. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I am just over the negativity and everything. It's like, I don't feel bad about playing Destiny 2 until I just go to Twitter, X, YouTube, whatever. I'm just like, I'm having a good old time until I'm reading a comment section that says, "Oh, you play Destiny 2 still and you're the problem." Like, anyway, before I get into a whole tirade, I just wanted to make this video to speak on Destiny 2 and my thoughts on everything going on right now, on all of the actual doom and gloom and the actual state of Destiny 2, how Bungie is responding and how we're responding to Bungie, and then where this disconnect is, because it can't continue to go any more south for either side of the coin, to be honest. So Destiny 2, as I'm sure you know, because you clicked on this video, it ain't doing too hot right now. And that goes, I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why it isn't as good as it should be. And I'm not going to go over all of those right now. I have a video coming out in the next day or so that'll go over my thoughts and feelings about that kind of stuff. This is more or less just me talking about the community side of things, something I didn't really go too much into in that video. So I just wanted to kind of speak on that and speak my truth and then get flamed at the same time, because I know you guys are going to light me the fuck up in the comments. What I mainly want to speak on today is going to be us as players, the community, the Bungie stuff. I'll go into that as well, but not as in detail, because there's only so much there we can really kind of talk about that hasn't already been said. But for us as players, I feel like a lot of us aren't holding each other accountable for just honestly, for lack of a better word, the bullshit that we put out there into the air. Look, I'm not a cope creature, okay? I don't sit there and big up Destiny every chance I get to say it's the greatest game ever, because it's not. It has plenty of problems. It is far from perfect in its current state. Is it a good game? Yes. Is it a great game? Probably not. Is it a game that I'm going to continue to play? Of course, because I love it and I love the community and I just love everything about Destiny that, is lovable anyway. But there's another side to it where I feel like people hate the game for any reason. And I'm not saying you can't have your own criticisms and critiques about the game, but some of y'all are just going way too far, man. Like, one example of this is I saw a comment under another creator's video where someone had said, the real problem with Destiny 2 are the people who are still playing the game. To further that, I then watched an actual creator who went out to basically share in that same sentiment. I feel that it's weird that we have this infighting in the community when we know who the true perpetrator or culprit is when it comes to the death of Destiny 2 and Bungie itself. Because if you really think about it, I mean, really think about it, was there much that we could have done to really stop the game from being in the state that it's in now? Not really. Those select few individuals, Bungie's leadership, were the ones who ran the game into the ground. And that's purely because their goal was never to make the game great, but to basically stave off Sony takeover long enough so they can get a bag and run. And they did that and they won. They got their bag. And now we're still mad at the company, but they got away with whatever. Even when we tried to do something along the lines of holding them accountable by not playing the game and then not spending our dollars on Destiny 2 or anything Bungie related, what happened? Layoffs. They still got away scot-free with it. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. There's no divine retribution for those individuals. Now, we can continue to sit here and blame Bungie, but that's pretty much akin to getting hit by a car and then blaming the car, not the driver. I'm not saying we don't need to hold Bungie accountable for everything that has happened and making sure they do better in the future. I'm just saying we are literally crying over spilled milk at this point, and there's nothing we can do to fix it. It's just recreational bitching at this point. We're complaining because we can, not because it's going to make a difference. What I'm saying is that the Bungie we have now is not the same Bungie that we have then, at least if they made the effort to make those internal changes now that leadership is gone. Sony has basically all but taken over. Going forward, I feel like how we approach Bungie should probably change in just the slightest amount, just a little bit. I'm not saying being more lenient with your critiques. What I'm saying is that be more fair. From what DMG posted and from the TWID and everything else that's come up, what I'm seeing is that there are people behind the screens actually trying to make the game better. But we have to give them the opportunity to do so. And lately there's been so much discourse. We ourselves are running the player count into the ground. It looks like we have a team that actually cares about the game. And I'm all for letting them do the work. If they're willing to put forth good effort and try to make the game into something better, I'm here for it. Like I said, the last thing I want is for Destiny 2 to fail. It is literally my favorite game, even in its worst state. So I'm going to give flowers if flowers are deserved. As I was saying earlier, I'm not doing any of this to cause any drama or start any kind of mess with any creators or any players, anybody in the community. All I want to do is just end the finger pointing and just the unproductive whining that we do as members of said community. We can do better. Just how we expect Bungie to do better. And we'll get there. We just need to be on one of two sides. The first is optimism. We can hope for the best and be prepared for the worst. Or we can go the route of apathy. Just don't care. Go play other things. And if the game eventually piques your interest again, give it a shot. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, sub, and comment. I feel like I've done enough in the political stage of Destiny 2. I'm gonna go back to creating builds and doing things that I actually enjoy doing. I've been me, you've been you. Y'all have a good one. Later.